Hi Gemini, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. So we're going to do your week ahead reading now. We've got the 17th to the 23rd of June 2019. For this reading, guys, I'm using a couple of new decks that I got lately that I really like a lot, actually. Spirit Within Tarot by Stephen Bright, just beautiful cards, really nice. And also the Ciro Marchetti Legacy of the Divine Tarot. So how the reading works on a weekly basis, we do 3 levels and a spiritual advice card at the end, okay? And then what we do afterwards is a 15-card reading, 5 cards looking at other energies coming in, 5 cards looking at potential for love, and 5 cards looking at your career and finances. Now, I just want to let you guys know that this is a general reading, so for some of you guys everything will resonate, for some of you guys nothing will resonate, for some of you guys a part of the reading is going to resonate. It's just the way that it works, okay? That's how general readings are. So for the first section of the reading, which is the current self, theme of the week and your key goal for the week, we use the Legacy of the Divine Tarot. The second level of the reading, which looks at your obstacle that you need to overcome, gems, your major accomplishments for the week and what you need to avoid, we're using these Spirit Within Tarot by Stephen Bright. And for the third level of the reading, which looks at what you need to embrace and where you can find support if you need it during the week, we use the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. And your advice, your spiritual advice, is the beautiful, I love this deck. I don't use it very often, I should use it more. The Answers is Simple by Sonia Choquette. Absolutely stunning deck, okay? Really simple, nice, simple advice for the week. All right, let's get these cards moved and make a start on the reading then. Right, here we go. So, firstly, we're going to have a look at the first layer. Universe Spirit, show me who Gemini is in the week. I want to make sure, oh, okay, I need to put them up this way. Show me who Gemini is between the 17th to the 23rd of June 2019. Who are they? That's it. That's position 1. And can you show me what the theme of the week will be for Gemini? What will the theme of the week be for Gemini? Okay. And can you show me what the key goal will be for Gemini during the week? Okay, that's our first deck down. Second level, please, Universe. Obstacle that needs to be overcome by Gemini this week. What is the obstacle that Gemini needs to overcome this week? Okay. And what is the major accomplishment that they're making this week? What is the major accomplishment that they're making this week? Okay. And what is it that Gemini needs to avoid this week? What does Gemini need to... Oops, that flipped out. Hang on. Sorry about... Whoa. That one just flipped across the table. Okay. Right. And can you show me what does Gemini need to embrace this week? What does Gemini need to embrace this week? And if they need support, where can they find support? Okay. Spiritual guidance, please. Now, Gemini, think of a question on this. If you've got a question, think of it and see if the cards can tap into the answer for you. So what is the spiritual advice, encouragement that you have for Gemini this week? Show me. All right, there we go. Right, all cards are down. Let's have a look. You, Gemini, are showing as being the 6 of Swords. Are these meant to be... Yeah, hang on a minute. These aren't meant to be reversed. No, they're not. No, they're not meant to be reversed. They're not. Because I know that they're all in the upright, you see. So I've obviously put them down the wrong way. All right, so that's fine. Right, you're showing Gemini as being the 6 of Swords, which is nice this week. I think that definitely for some of you guys, you're moving on from a difficult situation. Maybe there was a situation that kind of had you... Because it comes after the 5 of Swords, doesn't it? The 6 of Swords. So this is the card as cliched as it always is with that particular card and the saying for it. It's moving out of choppy waters into calmer ones. So some of you guys probably experienced something that was a little bit tumultuous. It could have been an argument, it could have been, you know, a problem with the law, for example, or government, or with an individual, an abusive situation, but you're moving away from that now. And I also feel that for some of you guys, you're finally starting to see things a lot clearly. And also I feel with the Six of Swords, some of you guys might be changing direction this week. Some of you guys might be going on a trip this week with the Six of Swords energy. But because this is your current self with the Six of Swords, it's more about kind of your personality and things that are very personal to you. So with the Six of Swords, we're starting to see things clearly. And I think that some of you guys are starting to see a situation very, very clearly. You know, you're starting to see the way that you need to go, the direction that you need to take. I think that you're moving on from something that was quite difficult and tumultuous. What is the situation for the week? What is the theme for the week? Well, it's the Sun. Major Arcana of the Sun. So the theme for the week, the focus for the week is on new beginnings, new opportunities. And these will all be positive opportunities and positive beginnings with the Sun energy. But also the Sun represents exposure and seeing things for what they are. Here we've got the Six of Swords looking towards the Sun. So some of you guys really focusing on taking holidays and that type of thing, going abroad to somewhere nice and warm, that type of thing. But the focus, I think, for the week is just about kind of doing nice things, happy things, jovial things with the Sun energy. But also I think, and you can see that your focus is directly towards the Sun, it's also about positive changes going forward, because the Sun represents birth. It's like an Ace of Cups in a way. It's all about the new ideas or the new beginnings or the new potential. So the theme of the week is that there is a lot of potential for new things to start opening up with the Sun energy. What is your goal for the week? Two of Cups energy. I think that your goal for the week is, for some of you guys, it's all about kind of being in sync with others. For some of you guys, your goal might be to share your feelings. For some of you guys, your goal might be to be in sync with your partner or to find a partner with the Two of Cups energy showing here. For some of you guys, your goal might be to reconcile differences, especially if you've moved on from a really tumultuous situation. Your goal for the week might be to finally agree with an individual or get some form of common ground on the situation with the Two of Cups energy. What is the obstacle that you need to overcome, Gems? Right, is that meant to be reversed, or have I been putting that the wrong way? No, it's right. Knight of Coins in the reverse. Just kind of lacking energy and doing nothing is the Knight of Coins reversed. Because the Knight of Coins reverse comes to a standstill. All right? Which then kind of says, well, that puts into question maybe this card here. In a way. Even though we can kind of defragment the cards and kind of just talk about them on their own merit. Because it might be some of you guys, the week is all about new potential and new opportunities with the Sun energy. And some of you guys might be travelling with the Six of Swords. You might be showing us kind of wanting to change direction, or there's travelling involved here. Some of you guys, it might be, well, for the week, your goal is about partnerships and agreements and reconciliations, you know. And this might be something entirely different. But if this meshes in with this area here where you need to avoid kind of, this is kind of the slowdown. So there you guys are focused on this new beginning and you're really excited about it. And then suddenly you're kind of like, actually, I don't know about that. So you need to avoid, I think for some of you guys, if the focus is on new beginnings during the week, and that's the focus for the week, and positive new opportunities that you're seeking out, because the Six of Swords is also a seeker. So some of you guys are literally a seeker in the week, seeking these new opportunities, new positive opportunities with the Sun energy. Then you need to avoid kind of not doing anything about it, not taking any action at all, not doing any planning as well. Knight of Coins in the reverse. No planning, no action, no exploration, no education, no learning. There's nothing there. He's the type that becomes like a Knight of fucking Wands or something, like just wants to jump into it. You need to avoid either jumping into this thing without having any background information on it, or just not doing it at all, saying stuff but just not doing it. So talking the talk but not walking the walk. That is the obstacle that you need to overcome. Oh, sorry. What am I always get this part mixed up. The avoid and the, I hate it when I do that. Let me go through that again. This isn't what you need to avoid. This is what you need to overcome, is the Knight of Coins in the reverse. I think that things are going to feel like they're not moving. Sorry about that, Gemini. I do apologise. I think that things are going to feel like they're not moving. And you need to overcome your fear and frustration at that, because the Knight of Coins reverse means things don't move. They're at a standstill. All right. So even though some of you guys are very much seeking this new positive direction, seeking Six of Swords, the theme for the week, that's you seeking, and the theme for the week is all about this new direction. So some of you guys are seeking this new direction. It is saying here that you need to overcome the obstacle that this new direction that you're seeking may not be so easy to tap into at first. It might be like a complete and utter kind of steel wall that is very difficult to knock down with that Knight of Coins energy, because it's just not moving. You are the, what do they say? You are the immovable object. No, this is the immovable object. You're the unstoppable force, Gemini. So you're the unstoppable force hitting the immovable object, okay? There's a bit of bounce back here, but at the end of the day, you can't let that stop you from moving forward. What are you accomplishing? Yeah, I mean, you know, we've got these cards about walking away. So you are kind of leaving something behind. Something that doesn't serve you. And you know what you're accomplishing is that you're accomplishing a new path, a new direction. You're definitely on a new direction, some of you guys, because you're saying to yourself, whatever these 8 cups represent for Gemini, it doesn't serve my purpose anymore. I just don't feel it serves my purpose. So some of you are accomplishing the first stage of being able to, and 8s usually represent overcoming of obstacles and power and learning skills. You know, they're change cards as well. So you're accomplishing change. It'll be off your own back. Also, if you look at where she's walking towards the moon. She's allowing her intuition to guide her. So maybe for some of you guys, for the first time, you're saying, I'm just going to allow my intuition to guide me. I've not done this before, but I'm just going to trust. So you're accomplishing not just being able to put yourself on a new path, Gemini. You're also, for the first time in a way, accomplishing the feeling that you can do it. That you know, this feeling of inner trust and being able to trust yourself and your decisions, which is really nice with the 8 of Cups. And what is it that you need to avoid this week? Sorry, it's here. The 9 of Coins is what you need to avoid, which is interesting. I think with the 9 of Coins, though, the 9 of Coins has many explanations to this card. One of the explanations is kind of like your 9 of Cups energy. It's sitting back and just relaxing. So this is somebody who... this is, with the 9 of Coins, it's the lady who lunches. So she likes to go, you know, for high tea, and she, you know, she likes to take things easy and just relax and just have a good time and with her friends. And sometimes this is the person who expects something for nothing. So sometimes this card can be called the unearned income card, where she's kind of just sitting back and expecting something for nothing. Sometimes the 9 of Coins is the gilded cage. So it's just getting comfortable, you know, in your own environment, but not having anybody around you, and just feeling. And sometimes this is the card about wanting, but I don't think you want to keep things the same, but you need to avoid doing the 9 of Coins, okay, which is interesting. I think that this is more about kind of saying stuff, and I get the impression it's about saying stuff but not doing stuff, Gemini. That's the impression I'm getting from these cards, because 9 of Coins is a good card for business, money, making money, but it's not that you should avoid, because everybody needs to make money, and if you can run your own business and make money from it, then great. So this is the other side of the 9 of Coins energy. All right. 9 of Coins can also be the highfalutin woman, the woman who expects people just to give to her, or expects people to expects to be looked after, or, you know, this is somebody who's got high expectations when you get the 9 of Coins energy. So it might be that you need to avoid expecting too much. I get the impression it might be actually that. I think you need to avoid kind of expecting too much from whatever this direction is. Some of you guys will need to just kind of off the cuff and something completely different. Will need to avoid kind of just keeping yourself to yourself and just living in the gilded cage. You know, the gilded cage is a nice little cage, but it's a cage that kind of keeps you from socialising and being around other people. It might be a good week to get out and about and stuff like that. What do you need to embrace this week? New beginnings, Ace of Wands. You also need to embrace that you have the power to affect change, because the Ace of Wands is all about holding the power in your hands. But this is also positive change, positive growth, positive new beginnings. So you need to embrace the idea that whatever is going on here, this is a positive new beginning with the Ace of Wands. And you hold the power, you have the power to affect this change. This is a really good concept with the Ace of Wands energy. What is it that, where can you find support if you need it? from your family, Ten of Cups, the people around you. You can also find support in the community. The Ten of Cups is the community, it's the family, it's the networks around you, the people who care about you, your friendships. So anyone around you that cares about you, family, friends, work colleagues, or, you know, the community that you live in, you can find, you know, you can find support there if you should need it. Gemini this week. And what is the spiritual advice? Dare to be happy. Wow. Just be happy. And I think that most of you feel, it just feels like most of you are. I never got Gemini as being a really kind of miserable, some people might disagree with me. I know a few Geminis, but actually no. One of my exes was a Gemini and he was really kind of negative about stuff. This was years ago. But I do know another Gemini, which is my brother-in-law, and he's a really happy type of dude. You know, he always tries to see the positive things, in, you know, positive side of everything. Just dare to be happy. I think that if you've been at a place where you've not been feeling that great, the universe is saying, you know, well, what purpose does it serve being unhappy? It's not going to help anything, so you might as well just be happy. You know, let's quickly do this reading again. Excuse me, guys. You guys are showing us the Six of Swords. I definitely get the sense, Gemini, that you're changing. Some of you guys are looking to change direction, and you're also seeking with the Six of Swords energy, new beginnings with the Sun energy, and that could be anything. That could be thinking about emigrating from where you live, you know, emigrating to a different country, or moving to a different part of the world, or, you know, a new opportunity for work with the Sun, or trying something different. Or be positive because it's the Sun. All right, some of you guys wanting to travel maybe to a new country and have a new experience with the Sun energy. Some of you guys wanting to become pregnant, for example, with the Sun energy. You're definitely exploring. You're explorers with the Six of Swords this week. You're definitely, I think, exploring a new direction. It'll be a positive one. And I feel that your key goal is for the Two of Cups. Perhaps for some of you guys, the Two of Cups as a goal is to find a partnership or a true friendship, or perhaps for the week, the goal for you guys is to share your feelings with someone, or to reconcile differences, especially if the Six of Swords is about you guys moving on from a fight. It might be, you know, the goal is to kind of just make up and, you know, clink glasses and that type of thing. It might be also that if you're seeking a new direction, then what might be here as well, if this ties in with this area in as well, it doesn't have to, is that because you're seeking a positive new direction, you might be, your key goal is to find someone who can help you, a partnership, somebody who you can work in partnership with. Two of Cups. You need to overcome the obstacle that things are going to take time. At first, it's going to feel like nothing is moving at all with this Knight of Coins in the reverse. It's just going to feel like nothing is moving whatsoever. All right, and you're going to be kind of like, oh man, this is frustrating. All right, things will move because you're the immovable, you know, the unstoppable force hitting this immovable object. That's what you want. So you're going to get a lot of bounce back on this, you know. Every time you think that you're making a breakthrough, things seem to just go back to square one. But don't be kind of put off by that. You just need to kind of understand that this is a part of the process, and this is a part of the, you know, the situation going forward on your journey to renewal and change. You're accomplishing, though, the Eight of Cups. So you guys are definitely detaching and walking away from a situation this week. You need to avoid the gilded cage. Some of you guys need to avoid getting caught up in your own hype with the Nine of Coins and think you don't need anyone. Some of you guys with the Nine of Coins energy need to avoid not doing anything. Well, it's not, I don't think you need to avoid not doing anything, because you are doing stuff. I can see in the cards that you are extraordinarily proactive. So the Nine of Coins, often the gilded cage, just taking too much downtime. But I don't think that that's the case with you guys. I think if anything, with the Nine of Coins energy, you're expecting too much too soon, because the Nine of Coins is all about gain. So I actually feel that you need to avoid expecting too much too soon with the Nine of Coins energy, because you have this here where you're going to have to overcome the obstacle that things are not moving that way forward too much. It might be that you don't have enough resources. I don't mean money. I mean, for example, there's a new direction you want to take. It might be that you don't have enough kind of educational resources on how you're going to make this thing happen, because the Knight of Coins is any type of resource that we have or need. For example, education, learning, that type of thing. Avoid expecting too much, all right? Because it's a process. This is going to be a process. Going forward, Gemini, what you need to embrace is the Ace of Wands. This is a fresh new start, Ace of Wands energy. It's a positive new beginning, Ace of Wands energy. You have the power to affect change with the Ace of Wands energy, all right? Support will come from family, friends, people who you know within the community, and dare to be happy. Okay, that's your spiritual advice. Let's have a quick look at the final reading, and we're going to use our Stephen Bright cards again. I really like these cards. I really like these cards. Okay, let's get these up. Here we go. So, Knight of Coins. Right, so we're going to do a quick 15 card reading, guys. Okay, and we're going to have a look at, let's just turn this card around. There you go. Okay, 5 cards, universe, please. Any other energies coming in for Gemini? Show me other energies coming in for Gemini in 5 cards for the week commencing 17th to the 23rd of June 2019. Okay. Oh, that's what's the daisy? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, can you show me love? Oh, that's one that came out for love there. Okay, give me 4 more energies, please, universe, for their love life. 4 more energies for love between 17th and 23rd of June. Okay, so career and finance, please, for the next few days for Gemini. Excuse me. There we go. Right, let's have a quick look then. Other energies coming in, gems. 7 of Wands. All right, some of you guys might be really busy with work with the 7 of Wands energy showing up here. Some of you guys might also be facing accusations and challenges. 7 of Wands energy is that card there. Knight of Swords. Yeah, I mean, I am seeing you're needing to... Because can you see the Knight of Swords here? Knights... Oh, no, sorry, that's the King of Swords. I do apologise. Some of you guys, and I don't think this is you, I just think that you're facing challenges with the King of Swords. But also, if this is you, you're needing to protect a particular stance that you're taking. Because if you look at the King of Swords, he's actually on the battlefield. He's actually not sat down on this card, which is why I think I mistook it for being a knight. He's protecting what he believes. So some of you guys are really going to have to stand up for what you believe in. And you're really going to have to, I think, with the King of Swords energy. Some of you guys are facing a challenge with a King of Swords. This could be an authority figure. This could be somebody who works legally, that type of thing. This could be somebody in work. King of Swords. Sword people are usually authoritative people. People who have high positions, that type of thing. Because when these cards were created, the Swords people were created as people of high birth. So you might be facing challenges with a King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, same air sign as you. You might be facing challenges with someone who works in an area of authority. This could be a boss, that type of thing. Might also be, if this is you, Gemini, you're needing to protect what your stance is. You're taking a stance on a situation, and you're really needing to protect that with the King of Swords energy showing here. Oh, wow. You've got a Queen of Swords. You've got 2 of the Swords characters. There's conversations going on here, Gemini, which is interesting. But you can see that there's, if you look at the cards, there is no, usually they've got swords out at each other. All right. I do think there's a challenge here, and I feel that you're having to protect an idea or protect a belief system that you have here against someone else. Because I think the Queen of Swords, you're either the king or you're the queen. You're one or the other. You're one or the other. But I think that you're kind of having, I'm not saying you're having an argument, but I certainly feel that you are taking a stance on a situation. And I feel that what's happening here is that with the King of Swords energy and the Queen of Swords, there's a conversation going on here. It won't be an argument between these two cards. We don't have a Knight of Swords in here. Knight of Swords is more than likely to go shouting his mouth off, and so is the Page. Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, those are your angry teenagers. These two are much more diplomatic when they're chatting away. All right? So it might be that you, and I get the impression that you're actually the King of Swords, Gemini, needing to protect your position from a Queen of Swords. If you look at her, she looks like she's got a pen. Can you see that? She looks like she's got a pen up against her head and she's looking at a computer. And you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of somebody who wants to create changes. And this is someone who's saying, hell no. I get the impression that this is you. You're the King of Swords and this is someone who wants to create changes, and you're kind of standing by your guns and you're saying there is not going to be any change. So I think that for some of you guys, you need to kind of expect this week that somebody who around you who wants to create some form of a change, there's going to be a disagreement because you're standing by your guns. You want to keep something the same, but this person wants change, and you might have a little bit of a face-off concerning that. What's the next card showing here? Two of Wands. This person here wants a new direction. This person here is a visionary. She can envisage a new direction, and she's looking at putting this process into effect. All right, she's looking to put this process of the Two of Wands energy, you know, this new direction, this new adventure, this new, because she sees potential. She sees potential in a new direction, and she's kind of been working on this. And some of you guys are kind of like, well, no, I stand by that we should do things. So I'm seeing this week with these cards here that you are facing off, some of you guys, against someone who wants to do something one way because she sees great potential in it, but you see things in another way because you see potential in keeping. It's almost like you want to protect the old guard and somebody wants to bring something new in, but you don't see the point in doing that. So I see a little bit of a face-off concerning that. What's the last card showing up here? But truth always prevails. Ace of Swords energy showing up here. This might be that you have success because it's the end card. It might be that finally with the Ace of Swords energy you get your way. Okay, there's a lot of sword cards here. Sword and Wands. So this is all about ideas and passion and drive happening here. A lot of ideas, a lot of speech, a lot of communication happening this week. And the King of Swords facing off with the Queen of Swords. She sees things in a completely different way. The Two of Wands is all about a new direction or potential. This person sees the potential. Possibly this person sees potential in, with the Ace of Swords energy, new plans or new processes being put into action, and you're kind of standing there, you're saying no, you're protecting this energy here. You're protecting your stance. I'm seeing you kind of jarring a little bit with someone. They want to do something one way, you want to do it, you want to keep it the same. What's going on around love? All right, so Hermit represents taking time out, and some of you guys are probably taking time out, or this could be literally be an older person, a Hermit, or a Virgo. Yeah, I just see some of you guys taking time out from love because you've got Hermit and High Priestess. And how I read the Hermit and the High Priestess, this person is kind of, when I get Hermits, they're kind of somebody who doesn't want to commit to relationships. And it's really funny because you've got a Hermit who's turned his back on this energy here. Can you see how the Hermit turns its back on the High Priestess? Some of you guys might be waiting because High Priestess can be waiting as well. I get the impression some of you guys are waiting for somebody who's disappeared or they've gone away or they've withdrawn. I think this is two figures, two people. I think that you're the High Priestess, Gemini. I get the impression that some of you guys are waiting for someone who turned their back on you a while ago. Two of Coins energy. Feeling a little bit unsteady. Some of you guys might be kind of weighing things up, or you're thinking about, because I think that you're waiting for someone that turned your back. They're back on you, but I also see with the Two of Coins energy that you might be considering kind of just getting out there and doing the dating scene again with the Two of Coins energy showing here. Ace of Wands, new passion, finding new relationships with the Ace of Wands energy. You might be weighing up, you know, getting involved with somebody new now. Five of Swords though, which is interesting in love. This is often where you've been outcast. But I get the impression that this is saying that you guys are weighing up new relationships, but you're still feeling a little bit raw and a little bit outcast. I think that, you know, don't let this affect you if this is the case, Gemini, because I do feel that some of you guys were outcasted by this Hermit. There's somebody here they didn't know what they wanted. They couldn't commit. So they turned their back on you, the High Priestess, and you're showing as a High Priestess because you've been waiting a little bit for this person to make their mind up or to come back. And I feel that with the Two of Coins energy, while you've been waiting, you say, I don't know whether I can wait any longer. So you've probably, with that Two of Coins, been weighing up, you know, should I be getting involved with, you know, new people? Ace of Wands is kind of new relationships, you know, new passions. But I do feel that you're feeling a little bit kind of still raw here, probably a little bit lacking of confidence here. You might be lacking confidence to get involved with someone because you've been outcasted by someone else, or because you're still waiting for someone. Get the impression somebody ghosted you. Somebody might have ghosted you as well, and you've been waiting for them to come back. But and if some of you guys have got a couple of sexual partners at the same time going on here, I think by the end of the week, so can you see, like, this is the number 2 and this is at 1, so this is a penis, for example. So for some of you women, or you know, if you're a gay man or something like that, you might have a couple of kind of side people happening here with this Ace of Wands and the 2 of Coins. But I think by the end of the week you'll have cut them out anyway. All right. I think there's, for some of you Geminis, there's one true love, or there's one true person that you really had affection for, but they're not around. Some of you guys probably with the 2 of Coins is playing as well. Some of you guys playing around with a couple of new people with that Ace of Wands energy. But I think that this won't last long as well. I think that you'll cut them out by the end of the week because you just don't feel enough. Career and money. Oh, that showed up for another sign. I definitely feel that things are getting better. If this is money, things may be getting better with the 6 of Swords energy. Career could be a change of direction with the 6 of Swords energy. Knight of Cups. Some of you guys looking for a change of direction in your careers, and I think that you're definitely wanting to do something that you really feel an emotional, you know, an emotional connection to. You're wanting to follow your heart's desires with the Knight of Cups energy. Could also be the arrival of an offer coming in here. Positive, Sun. I do feel that some of you guys are wanting to change direction, follow your heart's desires, and just do something that makes you feel positive and happy. Some of you guys really kind of desire to have a really positive change happening with the Sun energy. Could also be that there's the arrival of a job offer happening here, which would be good. Wow, 10 of Cups. Okay, so 10 of Cups is about working within the community. It's also working with families. It's also just generally feeling happy and contented with the 10 of Cups in work. It's also something being completed as well in a happy way. 10 of Cups energy, completion, endings, changes. The 6 of Cups energy showing up here. That's interesting. So the 6 of Cups is, sometimes this is doing something that you've done before, and sometimes the 6 of Cups is something to do with working with children. It's a tricky card actually to read, the 6 of Cups is, because this is in work. I don't think this is finances. I think that this is work. Some of you guys probably wanting to work with children, or wanting to work in something that you've done before, but I don't know whether this is something, because this is the past. This is the past. You can see that there are 2 people on either card. So 10 of Cups is about feeling kind of generally... I just get the impression here in these cards that you guys, and they're all cups, so the 3 of these are cup cards. Knight of Cups, 10 of Cups, and 6 of Cups. I get the impression that some of you guys really want to do something that is very meaningful to you. And I feel that you guys will be very... I think what's going to happen is there's very much going to be a focus on... with the 6 of Swords, a change of direction. When you get that card in a work reading, it's a changing direction. I think your focus is on a change of direction. What you're wanting to do is follow your heart's desires, all right? I think that you want to do something new, positive, good, happy in the world. I think that you are looking for something that just brings you a sense of contentment and fulfillment. So some of you guys are really looking for a fulfilling role, all right? For some of you guys, it might be to do with children with the 6 of Cups energy. It might be to do with working with people within the community. It might be to do with working with families and children within the community. But I get the impression that some of you guys are looking for a role now that is going to be, it's not about just earning money. It's something that you feel is your calling, and it's something that you feel is really kind of going to affect some positive change in the world and with others. I think more than anything, when I look at the cup cards, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups, you're definitely looking for a role that gives you that fulfillment, that makes you feel good. You know, because you're looking for change. So we've got the card of change, 6 of Swords, definitely change of direction. The Sun card, getting everything that you want in work, being happy, being joyful, feeling contented, positive changes, positive new beginnings, positive opportunities. So you're looking for change and positive opportunities in work this week. You want to follow your heart's desires, okay? You want emotional fulfillment within your work with the 10 of Cups energy, and possibly working within the community with those cards as well. So you're definitely looking for work and jobs that fulfill you on a very kind of deep emotional level more than anything this week. All right, that is your reading, guys, for the week ahead, gems. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.